I'm Ken, 50 years old, live in New Lenox. I came here originally when I had issues with my ankles. A lot of swelling. They wanted to fuse my left ankle together. Ankle pain, could barely walk. A lot of issues with it. Came to Smart Institute with Dr. Dave. We initially came in, did some ultrasounds. Ankles were full of arthritis, a lot of inflammation. After the ultrasounds were taken care of, we decided to go with, there was a couple procedures we could do. We went the MU fix that we went with. Within days, he had me in here. I ended up doing both ankles, one at a time. It was a fairly, I'm going to say a fairly painless procedure. I walked in, got the shot, walked out, feeling pretty good. A couple days later, there was a little bit of pain involved, but I was well aware of what was going to happen. You know, everything Dr. Dave said, it happened. He told me it was going to be a 4 to 5 month recovery, and it was about 2 months, already life-changing for me. Swelling was going down, ankles were feeling better. I could support my own weight, which was good for me. I'm a mechanic by trade, so I'm on my feet constantly. I've been dealing with the pain for about 10 years. I've had one other diagnosis, and they told me that they wanted to fuse my ankle together. 10 years ago, I didn't want to do that. So I dealt with it, and as the pain just got worse over the years. Then I finally heard about, the Smart Institute, and that's when I thought it would be great to, as I get older, it's going to be great for me I want to walk when I'm 60, 70 years old. Where before, I was waiting to get a fused ankle and just waiting to be in a walker by the time I was my age now. That's one of the biggest things for me, is sitting with a basketball on your ankle to a normal size ankle again. I don't have all the swelling coming over my shoes by 2 inches on each side. I mean, it was that bad. And, dealing with it for a long time, I didn't want to. I needed I wanted to walk again. I wanted to play with the kids. I wanted to play with my grandkids. And just the range of motion that has changed so much is amazing to me. What I would say to other people that are reluctant is I would definitely have something like this done. The pain that I had to the way I am now, I would totally recommend having this done or even looked at. If you're sitting there with pain, have them check it. Make a decision after you talk to doctors here, because it's changed my life so much. I would highly recommend it to anybody that would even be thinking about it. Going through the pain, whether it's in your shoulder, whether it's in your knee or the ankle, I would highly recommend getting it at least checked. The Smart Institute, when I came in here, they discussed options. I was fortunate enough that my insurance would cover it. They were willing to work with me if it's a 30-day process. They would just to make sure how we were going to do it. They gave me my payment options. They had payment options that I could have had insurance not covered. They're willing to work with me to do whatever they could to basically help me out. In 3 words, I would say it's been life-changing. It really has.
So Ken came to us with just truly debilitating bilateral ankle pain from arthritic joint in both ankles. He had been dealing with this for a number of years, and it was extremely pronounced in terms of the amount of interference that it was creating for him in his daily life. So much so that there were many activities that he just stopped doing because it would cause too much pain for him, to the point where it would make it difficult for him to walk. When you have a situation such as he did, where you have both ankles affected, that really alters everything. If it's a weight-bearing joint and it's bilateral, and to that extent, there is no compensation. If you have one side, not that that's any less important, but he essentially was to the point where by the end of the day, it was difficult for him to walk because he couldn't compensate from one leg to the next. And there was truthfully no other treatment options for him due to the advanced nature of his arthritic joint. He had previously been seen and suggested that he have surgery and an ankle fusion for that, which he didn't want to do. Due to the invasive nature of that, due to the fact that it's a fusion, you're going to lose range of motion. Eventually, that's likely to cause some other damage because now you're altering the biomechanics. So his story is quite remarkable in terms of the success that we were able to achieve, both in a rapid fashion in terms of the response that he had to the regenerative medicine treatment that we offered, and not only how quickly, but essentially 100% effectiveness for him as well too in a short period of time. The treatment itself was pretty straightforward, honestly, with ultrasound visualization, because in that area there's a lot of vital structures. When you're doing a joint injection near there, you got to avoid important nerve structures, vessels that you don't want to injure, tendons, etc. So under ultrasound guidance, we're able to find the right pathway to access that joint space and do a treatment for him on one ankle, and then subsequently in a short time after that, the other ankle. He was not, after that type of procedure, he's still able to walk as tolerated. He's not on crutches, not immobilized. So it's a office-based procedure that we do with local anesthetic, and he's able to walk out as soon as that treatment is done. There is a process involved in terms of allowing that treatment to take effect. What we used specifically for him was a regenerative type of process, a tissue-based regenerative product that is rich in a variety of growth factors, as well as cytokines, which are cellular signaling molecules that really initiate a multitude of pathways to help heal that joint, heal that tissue, and reduce that inflammation and pain that he's experiencing. Over the subsequent weeks to month to two, he had really quite a rapid improvement in terms of his pain that he was experiencing, and quite remarkable in some of the things that he was able to do in a short period of time, such as walk up and down steps at the end of the day after he's been working all day long without having difficulty, and able to just alternate and walk easily up those steps. Able to spend time with his family that he was, when they're out on vacation, and different activities that he might have otherwise avoided because he knew it was going to be too difficult and too much pain. And most importantly, was able to get off of the anti-inflammatories, which he was taking, just to help make things manageable, and is essentially off of those completely. Might occasionally take something here and there for a variety of reasons, but that was really quite a remarkable, successful treatment in somebody that was just in excruciating pain on a daily basis and really interfering with his entire life. From a personal standpoint, as the treating physician for Ken, the remarkable and rewarding thing for me to be able to see is someone who was just in chronic pain and was missing out on various activities, spending with his family and kids and grandkids, to be able to partake in those activities, which he didn't think he was ever going to be able to, because he had no other options other than surgery, which he was not going to do. And he thought this was something that, this is how life is going to be for me at this point. It's just really remarkable to be able to offer a treatment such as this and have somebody get back to these activities and enjoying life again, and providing new light and hope for the future, where that truly wasn't the case prior to being able to be treated in this fashion.